Houston's Lone Star shined on Monday, but a determined Navarro counters the Sox attack next.
We are coming to you from Comiskey Park, where tonight Fox Sports Net Chicago presents White Sox baseball. It's Big Hurt Frank Thomas, Ray Durham, and the Chicago White Sox as they host Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, and the first place Houston Astros. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Comiskey Park with Tom Paciorek. I'm Ken Harrell. Since we get set to bring you the second of this three-game set, last night the Sox did not play well. They lost it 8-2. And Wimpy tonight, a couple of 31-year-old right-handers out on that hill.
Right, Jamie Navarro is nursing a two-game winning streak, Hawk. He beat the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers in his last two outings. But one thing he's got to do, the Houston Astros leading the world in stolen base. He's got to keep those fast guys off of base tonight. Now, Shane Reynolds, a 19-game winner last year, has got great control, good command of all of his pitches. He's walked only 13 hitters in 80 innings of work.
All right. Sit back, relax, and strap it down. Game two of this three-game set, and we'll be back with the rest of the starting lineups right after this.
Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. ComEd, the official energy company of the Chicago White Sox. ComEd, what do you do with your power? Advance Auto Parts, the best part is our people. Heineken, it's all about beer. Heineken. Clark, the gas station that always gives you more miles per dollar. Clark, great gas, great price. Briggs & Stratton, put more power in your lineup. Make sure all of your outdoor power equipment has a powerful, dependable Briggs & Stratton engine. And by your friendly Chicago area Dodge dealers. Test drive the future at your local Dodge dealer today.
Good evening and welcome back to Comiskey Park in Chicago for the second of three between the White Sox and the Houston Astros. Astros winners last night. They thumped the Sox 8-2. Larry Dierker is the skipper for Houston, and here's his lineup for tonight. Leading off at second base, Craig Biggio, perennial all-star. Billy Spires is in the number 2 spot. He'll play third. Number 3 hitter is Jeff Bagwell at first base. Cleanup man is right fielder Derek Bell. Carl Everett plays center field, hits in the 5th spot, followed by left fielder Richard Hidalgo. Darrell Ward is the DH in the 7th position. Hitting 8th behind the plate is Tony Eusebio, and bringing up the rear at shortstop, Ricky Gutierrez. Jamie Navarro, the 31-year-old right-hander, on the mound. Jamie, 6'4", 250-pounder. In 10 starts, is 4-4 with a 5.83 earned run average. 59 hits in 54 innings. He has walked 24 and struck out the same number. Here's the Sox defense brought to you by Lexus. Carlos Lee is in left field. Chris Singleton plays center with Maglio Ordonez in right. Greg Norton is at third base. Mike Caruso is the shortstop. Ray Durham at second. And the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, at first. Brooke Fordyce behind the plate with Jamie Navarro on the hill. Weather-wise, it's such a groovy night. Hey, 83 degrees, humidity at 45%, wind out of the southeast at 12. Forecast is for warm and partly cloudy. Understand it's going to get down to 65 tonight. That's good. The umpires, our friends in blue. Brian Onora at home plate. Terry Kraft is at first base. Jim McKeon at second. He's the crew chief. And at third, Jim Joyce. And Jamie has started 8 times against Houston in his career, 3-3 with a 5.19 earned run average. And so Jamie, member of the Milwaukee Brewers, of course, at one point during his career. And in his career, he is 112 and 111. There's Jose Lima. I'll tell you one thing, this guy loves the game. He's probably their biggest cheerleader on the bench. And, of course, on the field, he's got some antics also. So I'm sure his teammates really appreciate it, although some of the opposition is not really fond of Jose Lima. But he's the first 10-game winner in the National League, beating the Sox last night. But that was then, and this is now. And we are ready for baseball. Here's the Hawkaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Fox Sports Net Chicago. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Craig Biggio, feisty little second baseman, will lead it off. Craig hitting at .273, 5 homers. He's driven in 33, 2 for 5 with an RBI last evening. Well, the Astros come in with that 34-22 record, 2 games in front in the division as that pitch taken low and away. Biggio has faced Navarro 25 times in his career. He has 6 hits. There's a strike that evens the count at 1. Well, the Astros come in hitting at 276 as a ball club with a 3.74 team ERA. They'll get a lot of good things done with that 3.74 ERA. Good slider right there, and the count 1-2. Here at Comiskey Park, 347 down the lines, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center field. A beautiful evening for baseball here in the beautiful city of Chicago. Fordyce to the outside. Slider. Ray. Hurry. Frank goes out and gets it. Ray laid back a little bit. That was close.
Boy, you got to charge this ball. You got to go get it with Biggio running, because he is getting it down that line.
It's a good thing Frank gave it the big stretch right there.
Yeah, that was bang bang.
So 1 out, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Bill Spires, 33-year-old veteran, hitting at 279, 3 homers. He's driven in 13. 2 of those 13 came last night as he went 3 for 5. Spires filling in for Ken Caminetti. But Caminetti fits in like a glove with this ball club. Great competitor. Perfect fit. Took less money to come over here. Caminetti nursing that sore calf as that pitch up and in. Talking to Kenny prior to the game, said it's going to be a few more days yet before he can get back in there. As a matter of fact, this is the first time he swung the bat in a while. Weston takes an extra BP, and he was not swinging it too bad, as there's just a fastball up and in. That's off the plate, and the count 2-1. And all of us here at Fox Sports Chicago would like to welcome our affiliate, F&B Cable, and all our viewers in Wheatland, Illinois.
Wheatland, yes. What?
They got my money on Wheatland. Sawed him off right there. Durham, a little soft ground ball, 2 gone. There's a guy right there that allows these guys to go out and play. He allows his pitchers to go out and pitch. I guess he would be the antithesis of the guy who tries to overmanage.
Yeah.
76 stolen bases. Great competitive ball club, and they tell us, coming from the Houston people, some of the players included, a great chemistry on this club. As Bagwell takes strike 1, Jeff at 343, 17 homers, 51 driven in, 2 for 4 last night with an RBI. Well, they've done a good job in putting some good in the right personalities in the right spots on this ball club. When you get a club that will not quit, you got a chance, and then all of a sudden you add pretty good pitching. That even enhances your chances. Now you got pretty good offense. That even enhances them more. Now you got good speed. Now you got good defense. They're going to be tough to beat.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have been injured. They have been crippled up a lot. They lost Gutierrez for a while. And Caminetti. Some of the other starters.
And Moises Alou.
Well, they're not afraid to go out and win a ball game.
No.
With what they got on the field. A lot of clubs get a couple of injuries, and first thing you know, the sphincters get a little tight. 2 out, the 2-2 pitch. That's one reason I like our club. Our club is a very young club, youngest in the American League, second youngest in baseball, and they won't quit. Very seldom do you see that. And that man right in the middle of the screen right there, Jerry Manuel, is the main principle behind that.
Yes.
Got him, aced him. He'll grab some bench, and that is out. Number 3. Oh, 1-2-3 inning for Navarro, and after half inning of play, it's Houston nothing, and the good guys coming up.
Fox Sports Net, Chicago, home of the White Sox.
Jamie Navarro worked a 1-2-3 top half of the first inning, and here is Jerry Manuel starting lineup for the Sox. Top third of Ray Durham at second base, Mike Caruso at shortstop, Frank Thomas plays first. Middle third features Mags Ordonez in right field, Carlos Lee in left, and Chris Singleton plays center. Bottom third has Greg Norton at third base, as the DH Paul Konerko, and Brooke Fordyce behind the plate. 31-year-old right-hander Shane Reynolds on the mound is 7-5 with a .395 earned run average, working just under 80 innings, giving up 88 hits, just 13 walks, and 74 strikeouts. He has given up 6 long ones so far in the season. He is 0-1 in his career against the White Sox.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Ray Durham will lead it off, hitting at .268, 9 homers, 31 driven in. That first pitch outside, Ray 0 for 4 last night, and lifetime against Shane Reynolds is 0 for 4. A Bastrop, Louisiana native. That's outside, 2-0. Sox come in with that 26-28 mark, hitting at .278 as a club with a 4.48 team ERA. Fouls that one back. Good pitch to hit right there.
Here's the Lexus defense for the Astros. Hidalgo, Everett, and Bell in the outfield. Spires, Gutierrez, Biggio, and Bagwell in the infield. Eusebio and Reynolds the battery.
As we mentioned, the Astros can get you with some defense, especially in the infield. Bagwell with just 3 errors. Biggio with 2. Gutierrez with 2. Spires filling in for Caminetti with 2. The thing about it is, Bagwell and Caminetti, they can make some brilliant plays at the corner.
Oh, yeah. As you mentioned, Caminetti with yesterday, what a great arm he's got. He makes some spectacular, almost unbelievable throws.
Yeah, he does.
While
He
he's
makes
on the
some
ground.
throws that, and from some positions that I've never seen third baseman get in and throw guys out.
Yeah.
Now, every night he's going to get burned because he'll throw it away. Once again, the 2-2. And once again, a souvenir. Start us off, Ray. Gap in right center.
Ooh.
Jammed him right there, popped him up. Biggio going back, making the call. And right now, let's check out our picks to click. Jamandio and the guys went with Mags Ordonez. Wimpy's going with Brooke Fordyce. Jack Gould not going to go with Greg Norton.
You two are a pair, aren't you? Inseparable. Gail Tucker and I are going with Brooke Fordyce, Mike Mayer, Joe Grube, and a cast of hundreds.
Mike Caruso stands in, hitting at .286, 1 for 4 last night. Takes first pitch strike. Up high. Checking the slate of action. Baltimore, Florida in a doubleheader. Milwaukee at Cleveland. Minnesota's hosting Cincinnati, Pittsburgh at Detroit. Yankees take on the Phillies at Veterans Stadium. That's up high as well. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. One final. Giants over the Angels 6-2 at 3-com. Blue Jays are taking on the Mets at Shea. St. Louis at Kansas City, Baltimore. As we mentioned in that doubleheader. Down in Florida. In fact, they get them up on the board 3 times. Later on, Seattle at Colorado, Oakland at San Diego, Texas takes on the Dodgers in LA, and Boston at Montreal. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Caruso.
Whoa.
He's got a good split.
Yes, he does.
Wimpy told you 19-8 last year. 3.51 ERA.
He stays on top of this pitch very nicely. And look at the bottom fall out. How did he get a piece of it?
There's a good job by Mike just to fight it off. Fights that inside fastball off. Reynolds really maximizes his fastball when his control is there with that splitter and the curve. Got a big curveball. You can see he lost to Milwaukee last time out.
Crew.
That's popped up. Gutierrez going back, making the call. Got the ball, 2 out. So with 2 out, that'll bring up the big hurt. Frank on a 14-game hitting streak. Hitting an even .345, 5 homers, and 39 driven in. Takes that fastball inside. During the 14-game hitting streak. That's good. Little nubber out in front of the plate. Reynolds has plenty of time. Takes it, makes it. 1, 2, 3 inning, and after 1, no score. No score, top of the 2nd inning. Jamie Navarro. Got Biggio on a grounder to second. Got Spires on a grounder to second. Then he aced Jeff Bagwell. A good fastball on the outside corner for a 1-2-3 first.
How about these interleague numbers? They are ugly for the American League. 33-20 the National League leads. They've out-hit the American League by 25 points, out-homered them by 10. More stolen bases and certainly a better ERA. What do you think about that?
As we talked at the beginning of interleague play, I think, that it's hard for anybody to say that one league is better than the other. There's a strike to Derek Bell, hitting at .241, 6 homers, 32 driven in. I do think the American League has more individual stars in it.
I agree.
And you go back 25 or 30 years. At one point, I thought the National League had more individual stars over there. So everything in baseball is cyclical.
Very true.
There's a chopper to 2, Hopper Caruso. And just because, going back to the 60s and 70s there, and actually through the 80s, or up until the first part of the 80s, I should say, the American League just dominated the All-Star game and the World Series. But still, it was no indication that they were a better league than the National League. The National League had some great pitching over there. National League had dominated prior to that. The National League had won something like 12 out of 13 All-Star games. The American League comes rolling back, started dominating.
Yeah.
Those are just happenstance circumstances. Carl Everett. Switch hitting center fielder. Up the middle. Caruso's got to hurry. Gets it. So 4 ground balls and a strikeout for Navarro in the first 5 outs.
Yeah, Jamie working very nicely. He's thrown some inside fastballs too. Now here's the one guy on this team that looks like he can handle that inside heater. Is Hidalgo.
Richard, just 23 years old, 2 for 5 last night, hitting at .264 to go along with those 11 homers and 32 driven in. Takes first pitch, strike. Outfield swung slightly to the left, gap in right center.
Yeah.
0-2.
I got to see if he can hit a breaking ball.
A decent breaking. Just did get a piece of that one. Everybody's going to hit a hanger. Not too many guys are going to hit a good one. So the comparison will be, see if he can hit a decent breaking ball, especially in a spot he can hurt you in.
And just his approach yesterday looked like he was a fastball hitter. And he liked the ball up, too.
Well, if you bring a survey of the, say, 100 Latin hitters,
okay,
probably 85 to 90 are going to be good high fastball hitters.
Oh, boy.
He had a rip at that one.
Yeah, that pitch was way up in his eyes. And here's his hitting profile. He gets in trouble when he does try and pull a ball. That's why I think he's susceptible to the breaking pitch. Good high fastball hitter, and to me, he likes the ball in the inner half. So obviously, just put everything the opposite.
Well, just because you think dyslexic, you know, I think that's really
yeah, that's just what he looks like to me. I don't know.
I love it when you analyze.
I know.
Hidalgo out of Caracas, Venezuela. 2-2. Jamie in his career has won 112 times and lost 111. Last two starts, he beat the Tigers. Very strong in that one. Beat the Blue Jays. Very strong in that one. Full count. And right here is where you can show a decent breaking ball and still maybe get somebody out. And if you hang it, it's a terrible pitch on 3-2. A decent one is a good pitch. Obviously, a good breaking ball is an outstanding pitch. What's that one? He just goes out and hooks a fastball down into the left field corner area. Carlos Lee with the throw, not in time. Hidalgo with his 17th two-bagger. Well, you can cancel a post-game show.
Well, he wants it down and away. That's got some movement away. I thought that was a slider up. And he likes that ball up. Just hooks it right down that third baseline.
Here's Darrell Ward. 1 for 5 last night. He missed that ball game. Darrell, the son of Gary Ward, who was a hitting instructor for the Sox at Charlotte. And Gary was a very fine offensive player in the major leagues. Dangerous out late in the ball game was Gary Ward.
Yes. Very good situation type hitter. 9 drives in the gaps was his forte.
It's a good fastball strike.
And Darrow spent, I'm sure, all of his life hitting with metal bats. Looks to me like he's a good breaking ball hitter, and I think you'd have to throw this guy, prove that he can hit a fastball before you try and trick him.
Fouls that one away, so the count 1-2. The base hit he had last night off Snyder was a curveball.
Yeah.
And he just hammered it into right field. Had 15 home runs leading the Coast League before he was called up. Talking over the efforts of Darrell Ward. That's outside.
Well, he struck out 3 times last night on fastballs. See his numbers at Nolan's. That's good.
Hidalgo at second, 2 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here in the top of the second inning. Had a good rip at that pitch.
Looked like a hanging splitter right there. Thank goodness. Just a little bit out of his wheelhouse. See 86 upstairs. Ward looks like a better low ball hitter than high. See, he's got that little whip, that little Will Cordero move in there, Hawk. Got to throw him up there. Yo.
Fastball right there. He's tardy, but he fights it off.
Yeah, he's got that little, he'll actually point that bat at the pitcher. Kind of like we talked about Will Cordero. I'll tell you what, above average fastball, he's going to have a tough time getting to, especially up.
Now Fordyce and Navarro take too much time locking up.
Been a lot of confusion with that runner at second base this year. Boy, that'll take you right out of your rhythm, too, because it looks like it takes so long to get hooked up on a signal.
Well, if anything, there is a sense of paranoia about runner at second, possibly relaying a sign to the hitter. I'm not saying it does not happen, as that's down low in a full count. But to the degree that it does, paranoia prevails.
Yeah.
The payoff pitch to Ward. So he walks the young 23-year-old DH, and that'll bring up the 32-year-old veteran catcher, Tony Eusebio. Eusebio 3 for 5 last evening, a couple of singles and a double, hitting at .295 with a homer, and he's driven in 9. In his career, he has faced Navarro 6 times, and he has 1 hit. That's back to the middle. Navarro knocks it down, saves the run, takes his time, throws him out, and that'll retire the side. That ball was smoked. Well, Jamie pays for it with a bruise to Schinberger. Meanwhile, we'll go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. No score, bottom of the second inning. Herm Schneider working on what appears to be the right shin or ankle. This ball was hit hard. Ooh, we got a Schinberger. Meanwhile, a tough out. Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, he saved the run.
Oh, ain't no question about that. Caruso nor Durham is going to get that ball. So Mags Ordonez will lead it off. It'll be Ordonez, Lee, and Singleton. First pitch strike. Mags hitting at .319, 10 homers. He's driven in 42. Mags drew the collar last night in 4 at-bats. It appeared he had trouble picking up the slants of Jose Lima.
Yes, he did. Seemed like he was behind the fastball, way out in front of that good changeup he had.
Yeah, you see him on certain guys come off the pitch, and that's one thing he does very well, stay on it. As Gutierrez ranging far to his left now, up with it, and they just do get him. Nice play for Gutierrez.
Yeah, he's got a great throwing arm. Ball, he was jammed right there. Reynolds can't make the play. Little pirouette move by Gutierrez. He got him. Well, you talk about the outstanding prospect when he was real young with San Diego. The throwing arm. We saw it last night. He's just coming off the disabled list. He had a broken hand. Got hit by a pitch.
Here's Carlos Lee. .313, 3 homers, 18 driven in.
Ooh. Dewdrop in.
Carlos 1 for 4 last evening. Very quickly the count, 0-2. Ball hit hard into right field, right at Derek Bell. So 2 gone, and right now let's check out our Southwest Airlines Trivia Trove question. Named the former Sox pitcher who had a son win 20 games with the Expos.
Who the heck won 20 games with the Expos?
Steve Rogers.
I was thinking Steve Rogers. Kenny Rogers is dad? Will, yeah, it was a good call.
Here's Singleton. The ball hit hard in the left field. Chris Singleton been hitting the ball hard. Meanwhile, Hidalgo's going to get him. Another hang Wolfham for Chris. 1-2-3 inning for Reynolds. We'll go to the third. 0-0.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago White Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago White Sox.
No score, top of the third inning, and the Cubs return to Fox Sports Net Chicago tomorrow night. After the Sox game, flip to Sox Sports Net Chicago Plus and watch the Cubs battle Randy Johnson and Arizona. The Cubs and D-backs tomorrow after the Sox and Astros on Fox Sports Net Chicago Plus.
Ricky Gutierrez will lead it off here in the top of the third. It'll be Gutierrez, Biggio, and Spires. Outfield straight up. Gutierrez hitting at .348. No homers. He's driven in 6, 1 for 4 last night with an RBI. 7 for 15 lifetime against Navarro. 2-0. What we're trying to do right now is find a number, the elusive number that you can call to find out what channel Fox Sports Net Chicago Plus is on. I know I can never find it. 1 out. Could you, Duke?
Don't look at me. I don't even know how to turn it on.
No, I mean, I've tried to watch some things on it before and, surf the channels there and couldn't find it. Either hit them in a commercial or kept on going or whatever, Here's Biggio. He grounded out to Durham. The A's had 3 putouts in the first 2 and the third innings. Out in front, chops that one foul. Mike Cubbage, third base coach, will make a new friend. There's Cubbage. That's slicing. Right field. Mags over by the fence. Can't get there. So the count 1-2. Well, we do have this number for you. We're going to build a little graphic there. Dave Ross, show it to you. And might as well go ahead and get yourself a pencil and piece of paper and write it down. And I understand this is, you can call us every time, not just tomorrow, to find out what channel Fox Sports Chicago Plus is. Sports Net Chicago Plus. They've got so many things in this name. As there's a ground ball. Right side. Big Frank's going to race into the bat. He'll win it. Frank with a little.
Tell you.
Biggio. Like Mike LaValliere going over there.
Yeah. Tell you, Biggio's like the Tasmanian devil, isn't he? Like run through walls, trees, anything to get where he needs to go. And Big Frank, you better start sprinting right here because that little guy is bringing it down that line. Get those big puppies out of the way, too.
Terry Kraft calls him out. And here's Spires. He got sawed off, got jammed. Grounded out to Durham. Takes low ball 1. Bottom of the 6th inning at Jacobs Field. Milwaukee shutting out Cleveland 1-0. Flips that one, going down the left field area. Carlos coming over. That's going to be a fair ball, so Spires will have to pull up with a duck snort single.
That was a real good pitch by Navarro. He got way in on the hands of Spires. Jammed him. Very unfortunate for the Sox. See where he makes contact way behind him.
And here's that number, 877-655-PLUS to find Fox Sports Net Chicago Plus station in your area. That's 877-655-PLUS. Houston with 76 stolen bases.
Spire is 3 for 6 in that category, so he will run.
Hooks that one foul. Bagwell was aced on a terrific fastball from Navarro right on the outside corner. Chops that one foul, so Bagwell in the hole, 0-2. One of the most entertaining guys to watch hit in all of baseball.
Yes.
Unique, different, unorthodox, interesting, and powerful.
Oh, he is that. 304 career hitter. He will accept a lot of walks. And that's an unusual stance right there.
George Brett could never have hit from that stance.
No, absolutely not.
That were the problems he had several times in his career.
Yeah.
That's down low. Really, the closest thing I've seen to that is my partner, the one Peru, Tom Patroy, trying to hit a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm real close to that. Or sometimes to the woods.
Yes, he's gone for the second time. He'll grab some bench. Nothing across. Bottom of the 3rd, nothing. Right-hander Shane Reynolds has retired the first 6 in order. It'll be the lower 3rd of the order for the Sox. Norton, Konerko, and Fordyce. Makes the bunt, takes the ball. Checking some scores for you. Top of the 7th at Tiger Stadium. Detroit leading Pittsburgh 7-1. Bottom of the 8th down in Florida. Baltimore and the Marlins are tied at 1. Bottom of the 3rd in Atlanta. 5-0 Braves over the Devil Rays. Montreal trying to make it 2 in a row over Boston. They lead 2-1 top of the 8th at the Big O. Mets leading the Blue Jays 3-1 top of the 4th at Shea. Yankees shutting out Philadelphia 4-0 top of the 5th Veterans Stadium. 1-2 the count. That's a Rabu on the hill against Schilling.
Wow. Shot. Oh boy.
Splitter. He's got a Jim Dandy.
Man, the bottom falls out on the last 2 pitches. The previous one was a strike in the zone, but this one, That's why you got to get this guy early in the count. I mean, he's walked only 13 batters in 80 innings coming in to this ball game. So if he gets you set up for that splitter, you're as good as dead.
Yeah, if you got to protect up and down against him, you're in big trouble. Here's Konerko. Takes first pitch, fastball strike.
Right there.
All 3 for 4 last night with his 5th homer. That's inside.
I know our good friend Ron Fairley did that survey about swinging at the first pitch. But, you know, in certain guys, I mean, that really isn't applicable.
It's what?
Applicable. Guys like Reynolds, you got to get up there cutting and slashing early. He's not going to walk you.
1-2 the count.
I'm going to.
Nice one. Father brings his daughter to the game.
I think it's great.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Konerko. Out in front, that's a fair ball. Spires on the move, right over the top to Bagwell. So 8 up, 8 down, and here's Brooke Fordyce. At 327, 3 homers, he's driven in 19. Brooke, 1 for 3 last evening with a ribby. Yeah, when you get a guy like Shane Reynolds out there with that splitter as effective as it is and that good curveball. I'm not saying you got to look fastball every pitch, but if you go up there, and as Wimpy was talking about, the better the pitcher, the quicker you better get it.
Yeah, that fastball is not overpowering, 88 to 91. Splitter is the second best pitch, and then the curve, and he'll throw an occasional cutter.
Well, that splitter that fastball can be overpowering. As there's a base hit for Fordyce, a 2-out single. You can cancel the postgame show. By the time he shows you that curveball on that splitter, that fastball can get there in a hurry.
Oh yeah, he gets this one up. I don't know if that was a splitter or not, but. Not a good pitch for Reynolds as Brooke waits back very nicely, gets on top of this pitch and drives it in the hole.
Here's Ray. Ray especially has got to get him early.
Yeah, he's not a good splitter hitter.
Oh boy. That's a pretty good hook right there.
Yeah. That was a dewdrop in, just 72 miles an hour. You know, if that fastball is 90, curve is 72, there's a big differential, and then there's a splitter about halfway between that. See, Ray, last year at this date, was hitting 297 with 6 homers. This year, 267 with 9.
Good eye, Ray. Two and one the count with 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the thing about Reynolds that makes his splitter so good and breaks so much, he takes a lot off of it. Boy, I'll tell you.
He doesn't overthrow it. Ray had a pretty good pitch to hit right there and cannot put it in play.
You know, you talk so much about Jamie Navarro, and his fastball was much quicker than Reynolds. But when you throw the splitter in that 88 to 89 range, it really loses its effectiveness. Plus, it takes away from your fastball velocity. Boy, he lets that one work for him.
It's great for a pitcher to have One pitch in his arsenal, in his repertoire, that is below the hitting speed.
Oh, yeah.
Jams him right there. Biggio. Whoa, close play right there at second base. McKean says he got him. And it'll retire the side after 3-0. It's the top of the 4th inning. Joe Stephan doing his thing. Those White Sox. They'll try to orchestrate something up there.
Right. Get some dancers.
So Jamie has concluded his warm-up tosses. It'll be Bell, Everett, and Hidalgo.
What is that, shiatsu? Yeah, that's what that is.
There's a look of contentment right there.
Oh, man.
Bell 0 for 1, grounded out to Mike Caruso.
Where's that lady? Let's get her up here.
Takes that breaking ball down low. Bell in his career has faced Navarro 21 times. He has 5 hits. And 2 of them left the premises.
His last 13 games, you can see just hitting 189. He does have 6 RBIs. As we commented last night, he looks like he's got a long swing going for him right now.
Yeah, he does. Fights that one into the hole between first and second. So the leadoff single.
And if you're driving to Comiskey Park, you can get advanced parking. Make sure you purchase your parking in advance for only $10 when you buy your game tickets. Call 312-831-1SOX for tickets to all 1999 White Sox home games.
So here's Carl Everett. He also grounded to Caruso. Close play at first. Well, the Astros, we talk about their power guys. They can get you with a long ball, but when they're not hitting the long ball, they can get you with speed and they can get you with contact hitting.
Yeah.
He had 17 hits last night. 15 of them were singles.
Yeah, there's a number of ways they can beat you. How about Bell? He's 12 for 16. I would imagine he'd be in motion here.
One pitch. Ooh, he had a rip right there.
Yeah.
On a fastball. And Carl Everett's got some shoulders on him.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's so close to the plate. That pitch on the outside corner is wheelhouse for him. See if he can handle that pitch inside like that.
Yeah, he cleared very nicely right there. He'd like to have that one back.
Yeah.
Ate him up. Soft line drive to Caruso. 1 gone. All right, let's check out our Southwest Airlines Trivia Trove. Question and answer. Name the former Sox pitcher who had a son win 20 games with the Expos. Boy, this is a shocker right here. Ross Grimsley.
His dad was in 7 games with the Sox back in '51.
I never knew Ross Grimsley won 20 games.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Here's Richard Hidalgo. A 3-2 pitch, hit it for a double. A little tardy right there. The guy's got a good face, Wimpy, you know. Good baseball face.
Oh, yeah. He looks like he can play.
Yeah, I mean, just the look. There's some guys with that look. You don't hear that talked about nearly as much as players and coaches and managers used to. You'd be talking about a guy in a conversation. All of a sudden somebody said, yeah, he's got a good face. Most of the time, that went right along with being a terrific competitor. Here's a ground ball, Norton.
Oh boy.
Low throw. Durham now at that point just to have Hidalgo can run too. They knew he wasn't going to turn it over. So that's out. Number 2. Hidalgo is 5 for 5 in stolen bases.
Well, you talk about faces. They got a lot of good ones over there at that Houston dugout right now. Man, you look at Chiaminetti, Bagwell, and Biggio. Those guys.
Yeah, Chiaminetti's got a great baseball.
Oh, man. They're all business. They mean business.
Yeah, they do. They come to the ballpark to beat you. The ball hit hard, fair. Just inside the line. Mags getting to it. They're going to wave Hidalgo around. They mentioned he can run. He's going to score. On the double by Darrell Warden. It's a 1-0 Astro lead. Frank never had a chance. That ball was scalded.
Well, he's had 2 hits in this series, and they've been both pitches down and off-speed pitches. Splitter downstairs. This guy's definitely a low ball hitter. Well, I don't know if that ball's fair or not.
I thought it was. So here's Tony Eusebio. Takes a strike. Didn't see another replay of that. I didn't see the first one. I wasn't looking at it, but I thought it was fair when he hit it.
Well, that was really close. If it was over that corner of the bag, the outside corner.
Well, the guy with the best shot at it was Terry Kraft. Oh, 0-2. Fordyce wanted that pitch up. Got it down a little bit in the end. He fights it off. Breaking ball, no. Now Jamie accepts the sign. That's a little bit low, so a 2-2 count. Eusebio back in the second inning. With 2 out, 2 on, hit a bullet right back off the what appeared to be the shin of Jamie Navarro. Knocked it down, picked him up, and threw him out. Saved a run. As he aces him on the outside corner, he'll grab some bench. Third strikeout for Jamie. But the Astros get on the board. They'll go to the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 1-0.
It's 1-0 Houston here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's Can't Miss Baseball Thursday on Fox Sports Net Chicago. This week, interleague play heats up when Milwaukee travels to Cleveland for a visit with the Tribe. Brewers and Indians Thursday at 6 on Fox Sports Net Chicago.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 Bad Guys. Mike Caruso will lead it off. He'll be followed by Thomas and Ordonez. Mike popped up to Gutierrez in short left field. There's a butt. Gets by him. You can stick it in your pocket. Beautiful. Bunt single by Caruso. So good speed aboard. the leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, right down the first baseline. You see Bagwell's looking for it, but it's so good as Mike beats Bagwell past that position where Jeff is going to pick up the ball, and he's got no play at first. Well, nobody's there.
I think Biggio knew that they weren't going to get him anyway.
Yeah. No, that was too good. Too good. Infield hits. Caruso with 14. Robbie Alomar has 16. Guzman from Minnesota, 13.
Big Frank hit a little number out in front of the mound that Reynolds threw him out on. Takes first pitch ball. First and third in Big Hurt. It's out in front, hooks it foul. Whoops. One 4-0 for the Astros, 0-2-0 for the Sox. That ball hit deep in the left field. Hidalgo giving chase. That's a fair ball. So Caruso's going to be held at third. We'll get back on the double by the Big Hurt. That's his 17th two-bagger and extends his hitting streak to 15 games. That was done with just sheer muscle right there. He hit that ball right off the end of the bat.
Well, it looked like he was fooled by a splitter. Look at that. That's a pretty good pitch. Actually a little bit lowered. I don't know if Frank would have been able to handle it at all, but he just kind of one-arms it and keeps it fair down the left field line. No chance for Hidalgo. You can see right at the bottom of the fence. And very wisely, Caruso is held up at third. So here's a great hitting situation for Ordonez, trying to get one in and one over.
Mags grounded out to Gutierrez and made a good play to throw him out. So Bagwell, even with the bag well off the line at first, outfield swung slightly to the right. That curveball high. There's a ground ball, right side. That'll get the job done. That gets one in, one over, and it's tied at one. Attaboy, Mags.
Oh, that was one of the complaints that Jerry Manuel has had recently about the situational hitting of the Sox. He said it was painful to watch. And right there, that's just a great job. Going the opposite way, scoring that runner from third, and getting Thomas in the third for Carlos Lee to get him a shot at an easier RBI.
Just a simple little ground ball to the right side when you've got the infield playing back. As there's a strike at the knees to Carlos, who lined hard to Derek Bell in right field. There's a shot. That's a base hit in the center. The Big Hurt scores, and it's a 2-1 Sox lead. RBI number 19 for young Carlos Lee.
And that was a split finger pitch too. Going straight down. Looked like Carlos just kind of stopped his bat.
What I liked about this bat, he was not getting greedy. He was not going to turn the head of the bat over.
Boy, he sure didn't. I thought he stopped his swing, but actually he followed through that one pretty nicely.
Here's Chris Singleton. He flies deep to left field, tries to bunt it, and it's foul.
I tell you, those two youngsters in that fourth and fifth spot in the lineup, they know what to do when they're at the plate and how to approach a certain pitcher, that is, and get the job done. It's amazing. Carlos Lee has been really impressive.
Way out in front, to count 0-2. As we mentioned, Sox hitting at 278 coming in. This is their 55th ball game. If you'd have told me in spring training, this club would be hitting close to 280 after 54 ball games, I'd have told you I don't think so.
Yeah, Von Joshua's done a wonderful job with these guys.
Yes, he has. Everett in center field, and that's out number 2. So here comes Norton. Norton struck out on a good splitter. Short lead by Carlos Lee. Curveball strike. Nothing is straight from Shane Reynolds. Fastball's moving away from the left-handed hitter into the right-hander. He can also cut it into the left-hander. The splitter, the curve. Turns that one over. And the count 1-1.
Yeah, he's an excellent pitcher.
That's what he is, a pitcher. Nothing even coming close to being in the category of a thrower.
No.
2-1. Well, there are some guys who are more effective when they are throwing rather than trying to pitch.
Jason Beret, I think, is a prime example. He just automatically comes to mind. Jason, when he tried to become a pitcher, he couldn't do it. Here you see what Shane Reynolds has done. 70 and 52 in his career.
Ooh, that splitter.
Whew.
So Norton's got a battle. He's down 2-2. He's scuffling lately. He had a great series in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
That's 30 at best. Just 6 hits. He threw the fastball right by him. So he's gone, but the Sox do some damage. Coming up with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. We'll go to the 5th. They lead it 2-1.
Jamie Navarro has been staked to a 2-1 lead as we head to the 5th inning here at Comiskey Park. A beautiful evening for baseball. The second of 3 between the Sox and the Houston Astros. Astros in first place in the National League Central, coming in with one of the better records in baseball in a very competitive race in the National League Central. They're 34-22. And the Sox 10 games behind the Cleveland Indians in the American League Central, 2 games under 500. So here's Ricky Gutierrez, 340. Just coming off the disabled list, he was hit on the hand. Matter of fact, he's wearing some protection. There's some protection for you guys. Protect that elbow, forearm, and the left hand. Well, he gets hit in the hand again, it's not going to hurt. Good sinking fastball right there, so the count even at 1. Gutierrez grounded out his first time up. He's now 7 for 16 lifetime against Jamie Navarro. Slider misses away, so it's 2-1. Sox are playing him to hit the opposite way. Big gap in left center. Fish ain't biting. 3-1. Let's look at the defense. Chris Singleton over in right center field. So a hitter's count right here. Gutierrez with that free swing, and he'll take it right there. Inside corner. 95 it registers. Shank. Ow! Now that hurt. Craig Biggio on deck, so you want this guy, Gutierrez, the number 9 hitter. You get the big boppers coming up next. There's a happy camper. He brought his glove. Jammed him to third. Norton charges, has time, and throws him out. So a nice job by Navarro coming back and getting Gutierrez. So the top of the order, Craig Biggio. He's grounded out twice. Craig having a kind of a subpar start. He's now 2 for 7 in this series, hitting at .271. He'll get there though. He's got 15 stolen bases. There's a grounder to short. Caruso over the top and throws him out. So very quickly 2 out here in the 5th. Bill Spire, the hitter. Spires, that's plural. Well, he's been a great utility man. William James Spires III. Last year hit .273 with 4 homers and 43 runs batted in. Previous year hit .320. And this year a fine .283 hitter. Formerly with the Brewers. Spent a little time with the Yankees. Check that, Mets. And the last 3 seasons with the Astros. Dad and son. That's down low, 2-0. Spires from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Yes, on the outside corner, good pitch. So it's 2-1 with Bagwell on deck. Great game, huh, guys? There's a strike, 2-2. I love it when kids are into the game. How'd you like to be that group leader watching these guys? There's the guy staring off into space. There's a drive. Right center field. Maggs back to the wall. It is off the fence. Spires on his way to third. Caruso to throw. Not in time. A 2-out triple right at the gap sign. I thought it might go out of here.
What I liked about this particular play right here is watch the relay. Chris over there gets it right back into Caruso. A perfect throw. Keep executing relays like that, guys. You're going to get somebody.
Yeah. Nardi Contreras on his way out to the mound. As you see the relay, Caruso with a solid throw to third also. So Billy Spires, who has played very well in his career against the Sox. The meeting is over. A couple of strikeouts. Jamie has gotten them first in the first inning. Nails the outside corner. Bang. And then he strikes him out on high heat his last time up in the third. So in the 5th, with Bell on deck. Ooh, that's a pretty good rip. That's pretty much wheelhouse for Bagwell. Or for most guys. Jeff with 2 outs and runners in scoring position, a .350 hitter. That's good. That's how he drives in 100 runs every year. I mentioned earlier he's a .304 career hitter coming into this season. Oh, slider, didn't get it. So the count in Jamie's favor at 2-0. RBI leaders in the American League. Matt Williams has 50, National League that is. Brian Jordan that is. Jeff Bagwell, Steve Finley, and Sammy. Oh, he hung it. Base hit in the hole. We are tied at 2. So a 2-out RBI by Bagwell.
Just a bad pitch. And even though he didn't kill it, he could have, but he did pick up the single. 0-2 right there. You don't want to make a mistake like that. He's lucky it's not a 2 spot.
Yeah. So just a bad pitch. And Derek Bell, the hitter. 1 for 2. He singled in the 4th. Takes a fastball inside. Bell hitting at 243. Derek Bell, now 30 years old. Takes a fastball strike down and in. He hit 314 last year. 22 homers, 108 RBIs. He drove in 113 runs for these guys in 1996. So he has been productive for the Astros during his career here. Ooh, that one just misses.
Good pitch
inside.
right there.
Well, he'd had some fingernails if he'd have swung at it. Boy, a little late movement right there, as pitch tracks will show. Inside. Bell started off with Toronto, then went to San Diego. And now the Houston Astros. He's a .288 career hitter. There he goes, step off. Little Durham.
Attaboy.
Tag him, Ray. He's got him. So Bagwell trying to get that great jump. Foiled, but the Astros come up with a run halfway home. We're tied at 2. Here's our Dodge game summary. Jamie Navarro's worked 5 innings, thrown 87 pitches, 2 runs. Frank Thomas had a 15-game hitting streak. Shane Reynolds, 56 pitches, working 4 innings. And Carlos Lee had an RBI single in the 4th. Konerko leads things off, takes a high breaking ball from Shane Reynolds. Jeff Bagwell got a base hit on an 0-2 pitch with 2 outs last inning, top of the inning anyway. Tie this thing up at 2, and for Bagwell, that is RBI number 52 on the season. Konerko, there's a breaking ball strike on the outside corner. Paul grounded to third his first time up. And he is now 0 for 3 in his career against Shane Reynolds. Nope. 2-1. Brooke Fordyce, who singled his first time up, is the on-deck hitter, followed by Ray Durham. Couldn't get that one on the inside part, so it's 2-2.
He has excellent movement on that fastball. So we mentioned, he just doesn't throw anything straight. Movement on every pitch coming up there.
Yeah, that one had a little tailing action.
Big tailing action.
There's a splitter grounded towards third. Spires over the top, throws him out, and there's one gone.
Well, the one thing that really sets Shane Reynolds up is his motion. He has a terrific motion for his particular repertoire of pitches. Because his fastball, his curveball, his splitter, motion-wise all look the same.
Yeah.
Every now and then you might be able to catch a little something or pick up a little something in a guy's motion when he throws a change or a splitter or a curve, whatever it may be. Well, he looks absolutely flawless out there with the 3 pitches he's throwing.
Yeah, sometimes on an off-speed pitch, he'll jump out at you. Not this guy. Shane last year 19-8 with a 3.5 earned run average, working 233 innings. He walked 53. There's a weak grounder to third. Spires throws him out, and there's 2 gone. And ladies, it's Ladies' Day, Thursday, June 17th at 7:05 against the Orioles. Tickets are $1 for ladies of all ages if purchased at the Comiskey Park box office on the day of the game. That's Ladies' Day, Thursday, June 17th. Two out for Ray Durham. There's a curveball, do drop in. 0-1 on Ray, who is 0 for 2 and 0 for 6 in his career against Reynolds.
He just will not overthrow his curveball or his splitter.
No, he lets him work. And then he can really jam you with that fastball. That's the thing that's kind of scary about this guy. As we said, he's not going to walk you. You have got to get him early in the count. I don't want to see all his pitches. Here's another hook. Boy, stays right on top.
He's just not flipping it up there either. I know just watching the monitor when you're home watching him pitch, look like he's just flipping it, but he's not. Yeah. He is staying on top, as Wimpy mentioned, and really turning it over. There he turns that one over. A little easy play for Jeff Bagwell. So a 1-2-3 inning for Reynolds. We'll go to the 6th, tied at 2. 2-2 tie, top of the 6th inning. And reminder, Fox Sports Net Chicago wants you to win 4 tickets and accommodations to the All-Star Game in Boston. Just enter the Applebee's All-Star Getaway. Register at any participating Applebee's restaurant. Winners will be announced weekly in the game room. That is a nice prize right there. It probably will be the last All-Star Game ever played at Fenway.
Probably, yeah.
A nice trip right there. Those tickets to that All-Star Game this year are going to be hard to come by. Derek Bell was at the plate when Bagwell tried to get a Lance Johnson jump over there. Got picked off. First pitch, Mags Ordonez.
That's good. I love those 1-pitch outs.
You do?
Yeah, they're fun.
They are.
I'll tell you what, you got to throw this guy inside fastballs. It looks like with that long swing Derek's got going for him right now, down and out over the plate is his wheelhouse for him right now in this situation.
Carl Everett grounded to short and hit a soft line drive to Caruso. Takes strike 1. Yeah, he didn't drive in 108 one year and 113 in another year with that long swing.
Right.
Derek Bell's got a very fine top hand. When you got a top hand, you can shorten it up. But right now, it is a big swing.
Yeah. He'll get there, though. Oh, yeah.
Good slider down and in, and a count 1-2.
Try that pitch again. Where Everett stands at the plate. Be tough for him to get to that pitch.
Ball hit hard into the gap. Nobody's going to get that one. That ball is out of here. You can put it on the board. Just a line shot homer off the bat of Carl Everett. And it's a 3-2 Astro lead. Mercy.
Well, it's right on the outside corner, a splitter. And that's wheelhouse for Everett. Saw the previous pitch down and in, really tied him up. See the ball tailing back over the outside part of the plate, and our pitch tracks will show you 85 on the outside part of the plate.
There's a little soft line drive hit by Hidalgo to Caruso. 2 gone. Well, when you get a left-handed hitter that's standing close to the plate off the right-handed pitcher, you have got to make him beat you inside. As you mentioned, Wimpy, you get the ball from middle out. That is wheelhouse.
Yeah. Boy, he has got big power out there.
I didn't think the ball was going out. I just thought it was going to be a line shot double in the left center field, and just did not come down.
Yeah.
We mentioned he got some shoulders on him. He's much bigger up close than he is on the screen.
Yeah.
He looks like a little guy when you're just watching him on the tube right there. He's not. He's wide. 2-0 the count to Darrell Ward. Fouls that fastball back. Darrell has walked and he has knocked in a run. He knocked in Hidalgo back in the 4th inning.
Well, Carl Everett is listed at 6 foot 190. Tell you what, he had a terrific year for him last year. Pitch fouled off to the left.
Well, he got off to such a great start for him.
Really at 296 with 15 homers and 76 RBIs. Coming over from the Mets for John Hudek. That's a pretty good trade. Hudek guy.
Here's the 2-2. 3-7-0 for the Astros. 2-4-0 for the Sox. Final from Detroit. Tigers beat the Pirates 11-4. Final from Pro Player Stadium. Fighting Fish over Baltimore 2-1. Cleveland hitting in the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1 with the Brewers.
Ouch. Wow. Well, we don't have to tell you where that ball hit Ryan O'Nora. Oh, Nelly. Mark Anderson coming out.
Wow.
That got nothing but Brian.
Thank goodness for those cups.
I don't know. Sometimes they go underneath, and he might be singing soprano in the church choir this winter.
Said he's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts. Ow.
Oh, man.
Full count with 2 out to Darrell Ward. It takes a nice little kick over to Ray. He sucks it up, throws him out, and that'll retire the side. But Carl Everett's 4th homer will go to the bottom of the 6th, trailing by 1.
Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low you have the freedom to go places. And by Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2 Astros. Shane Reynolds taking his warm-up tosses. He will face Caruso, Thomas, and Ordonez. Caruso started off the 2-run 4th with a beautiful bunt single. A little drag bunt single down the first base line. Bagwell had to come in, make the play, and they had no chance. Do it again, Mikey. All you got to do in this situation, Bagwell playing right at the cut of the grass at first. It's just split Reynolds and Bagwell, and you get yourself another one. Curveball.
Boy, it does. Like you said, it looks like he's just flipping that curveball up there, but that really biting. Stays on top.
He stays back. That allows him to stay on top. Does not rush out there. There's that little splitter. Turns it over. Soft. Ground ball to Biggio. And it's out number 1. So here's Big Frank. He's 1 for 2. A double and a run scored back in the 4th. You're just tuning in. That extends his hitting streak to 15 games. Taking some other scores. Seattle scored 6 in the first inning at Coors Field. 3 of them coming on a 21st homer by Junior.
He's good.
Frank takes ball 1. It is now 6-2 Mariners. Rockies hitting in the bottom of the 2nd. Mets trying to hold on against Toronto. They're leading 4-3. New York hitting in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees leading the Phillies 5-2. Bottom of the 7th at Veterans Stadium. 1-1 to count. Montreal beat Boston 5-1 up in Canada. Atlanta leading Tampa Bay 7-2. Bottom of the 5th down in Georgia. That ball hit hard in the left center field. Get him! Get him! Off the fence. Here's the throw by Everett to slide by Frank. He's safe. That ball was hurt.
Man, that's his second double of the night. The only thing that held that one in is the lack of elevation. Boy, he got a fastball down out over the plate. Frank kills it. And actually, it was middle. Boy, it's about thigh high, and he just puts a hurt on it. Just to the right of that gap sign. Nice job by Everett getting it back in quickly. Frank slides in with a double.
So here's Maglio. 0 for 2, but he does have an RBI. He had a terrific at bat in the 4th. He had Caruso at 3rd, Thomas at 2nd, nobody out. Hit a ground ball to Biggio, got 1 in, 1 over. That ball hit deep. Stay fair. Stay fair. Way back. You can put it on the board. Yes! 2-run blast by Max Ordonez. And the Sox lead it 4-3.
Oh, did he hurt that one? Lordy, he got a fastball. It was inner half and up. And did not miss it. So Mags with 3 RBIs on the night. He's got 11 homers. 45 runs batted in. Ouch.
Carlos Lee. Carlos 1 for 2, an RBI single. Also is lined hard to right field. Takes that breaking ball strike. And this home run replay brought to you by ComEd, the official energy company of the Sox, providing power to Northern Illinois customers for over 100 years. Well, he kissed it, didn't he? Four 6-0 for the Sox, 3-7-0 for the Astros. He's gone. 2 out.
As we said, you got to get this guy early in the count. That's what Mags did. He got first pitch fastball and just killed it to left field.
3rd strikeout for Reynolds. And here's Chris Singleton. Chris has flied deep to left, and he has gone out to center. Pops that curveball up. Ricky Gutierrez is there, makes the catch. That'll retire the side, but not before the double by Thomas. The 2-run homer by Ordonez. And after 6, it's the Sox by 1.
Mags Ordonez, a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Sox lead at 4-3 in this seesaw ball game. Houston got on the board first in the 4th. Sox came back with 2 in the bottom half of that inning. Then Houston tied it up in the 5th inning. Went ahead in the top of the 6th, and a 2-run homer by Ordonez. The difference in this game, Carl Everett has homered for the Astros, and that came in the top of the 6th. So Tony Eusebio to lead things off. First pitch misses down low. Eusebio hit a shot off the shin. And that's not easy to say. Off of Navarro that saved a run. Jamie picked it up and threw him out. Runner was in scoring position in the 2nd inning. Then he punched out on a fastball down and away in the 4th. 102 pitches now for Navarro. 38 balls, 64 strikes. And the 1-1 to Eusebio. Slider misses down and away. Fastball, can't get it. That's out of play. And White Sox caps from ESPN Radio 1000 will be given out Friday, June 18th at 3:05. The Orioles are the opponent. The first 20,000 fans will get them. For tickets, call 312-831-1SOX. Drops down. One hopper. This one's a little easier than that other one.
That first one has some hair on it.
Oh, man. So big out in the 7th. And here is Ricky Gutierrez. Gutierrez is 0 for 2 tonight.
I love it when you speak Spanish.
Buenos noches, senor.
How many years did you play in the Dominican?
3.
7?
No, just 3. I can order. Ooh. Good pitch right there. Hard slider by Jamie. 4-6-0 for the Sox. 3-7-0 for Houston. Good ball game tonight. There's one off the end of the bat. Caruso charging to Frank Thomas, and there's 2 gone. We go to the top of the order, and Craig Biggio. Greg is 0 for 3, 3 ground outs so far. He's 2 for 5 last night. Billy Spires on deck. Sox are deep and straight away in the outfield. There's a good pitch. Fastball strike.
Biggio might be as gimmicked up there with protection. You got the shin guard on. He's got the elbow brace on, the elbow pad. He's got another pad on his right side. Kevin Costner, 10 Cup.
It's not going to hurt as much when he gets hit.
Tell you what, more power to him. He gets hit a bunch, but he's been hit more than any other active player.
146 times.
I'm sure that they could figure out somewhere else to give him a little protection. He'd take that as well.
Yeah. There's a grounder back up the middle, base hit. So he's 1 for 4.
Good speed aboard.
Yes, sir. Well, they got the 2-out rally going in the 5th inning when they tied the ball game on that RBI single by Bagwell. I would imagine he'd be going. All these guys appear to be on their own. Astros with 76 stolen bases on the season. And Biggio has 15 of them. And there's that hand brace protector. Not going. Ball hit in the air, center field. Singleton coming on. Yes, he's got it. And that'll do it. So the single by Biggio goes for naught, and we go to the 7th inning stretch. Good guys lead it 4-3.
Right now, let's check out our Geico Direct game summary. Max Ordonez's 11th homer of the year, 2-run blast last inning has put the Sox on top 4-3. Big Frank extending his hitting streak to 15 games with a couple of doubles. Everett, that solo homer, is 4th of the year. Jamie Navarro once again pitching well. So for the good guys, it'll be Norton, Canerico, and Fordyce. Norton 0 for 2 tonight. Couple of strikeouts. He's had trouble with the slants of Shane Reynolds. Curveball. Occasional slur of a hard slider. Cutter. And just a terrific split finger pitch. Meanwhile, he's made a couple of mistakes, and the Sox have taken advantage as there is low ball 1. Tomorrow night in the finale of this 3-game set, James Baldwin against Mike Hampton. That's outside 2-0. And of course, it'll be an off day on Thursday. And then the Sox and the Cubs at Wrigley for that 3-game set. Friday, Parquet against Lieber. Saturday, Sorotka against Traxel. And on Sunday, Snyder against Farnsworth. 3-0 the count to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th, Greg Norton. There you see also our schedule. We'll have tomorrow night's game for you right here. And on Friday, that'll be a Cup telecast. Saturday, Fox national broadcast. As there's ball 4, so the leadoff man aboard. First walk issue by Shane Reynolds. Wimpy, thought you said he wasn't going to walk anybody.
I didn't think he would.
So here's Canerico. We'll see if he's going to be getting him over.
There's Larry Durker and Tony Galante didn't think he was going to walk anybody either.
Canerico 0 for 2, tries to bunt it and can't get it done. Checking out some action down in the Houston pen, Jay Powell, Trevor Miller, the southpaw. Now another long look down at Wallace Johnson by Canerico. Get him over, Paulie. Outfield straight up, spread out. And there's the bunt. It's foul. So now 0-2 the count. Will they go right down the line? So we'll see what Joey Manuel and Wallace Johnson want to do right here. I think I might have to take it off.
I think so. After those 2 efforts, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some guys just can't bunt.
Paul's laid down some bunts, a couple of them, I believe. 2 that I can recall, as he fouls it down at the plate. Check it out here and see just how many he's got.
All right. I'll be right back with you. Keep talking.
1 sacrifice
Okay,
bunt.
he's got 1.
Yeah. It's a nice bunt. I love bunts. You do. Yeah. Rack him up. So the bunt is not executed, and the double play is 2 gone.
Well, there wasn't a whole lot of doubt about that one. Taking Gutierrez right to the bag. Flip to Biggio, and that's the double play. And group outings at Comiskey Park are available for groups of 20 or more fans. Groups receive excellent discounts and personalized service from the White Sox sales representative. For details, call 312-674-1000. One of the suites, or go visit the Bertucci boys out there in right field.
Brooke Fordyce takes ball 1. Brooke has singled, and he has grounded to third.
James Baldwin saved one of our camera crew right there.
One and 1 the count. Curveball down low. Oh, Brooke, get you a good one and light him up. If you're just tuning in, Houston with 1 in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Sox with 2 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th. Ooh, got that one up. Brooke more or less jammed himself right there. Fordyce hitting at .330 as he stands up to that plate. Reynolds wants to come inside with a heater. That's into right. Derek Bell coming on. He's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So nothing across. After 7, it's 4-3 Sox. Right now, let's take a look at what's coming your way tonight on Fox Sports News following our game. For that, we take you to the Fox Network Center. 4-3 good guys, top of the 8th inning. And right now, let's check out our Dodge drive of the game coming in the 6th. 1 out. The big hurt Frank Thomas at second, and Mags Ordonez at the plate.
Oh, baby, baby. No doubt about this one. Thank goodness it stayed fair. Got a fastball, inner half. There's a couple guys celebrating. Woohoo!
Our Dodge drive of the game. So a big inning right here for Jamie Navarro. It'll be Bagwell, Bell, Everett, with Hidalgo the 4th hitter. Bags 1 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and an RBI single. He now has driven in 52 for the young season. 52, and this the 57th Houston game.
Yeah.
Outfield a little bit deeper.
Oh,
He just high
stay in.
pop up. It's going to drift back about into the 3rd row. And look at. She brought her glove, made a catch, made a play.
All right.
Yes.
It's a happy moment.
Yeah. Larry Bird would be proud.
Yes.
Well, Bagwell is just so scary at the plate.
Well,
if you don't have that gray uniform on.
Yeah.
He'll turn it loose. You want to talk about a top hand. He has got some kind of top. You can just see the head of that bat. There's some extension there.
Yeah, and some hip rotation too.
Oh, ball hit hard. Norton got time. Make a good throw. He will.
Yes.
And the lead man gone. Good play, Norton.
Jeez, he is scary.
He's
Well, you
scary.
drop down on him, he doesn't budge. There's that tough hop, Norton. That's it. Pick it up with your bare hand. Do not pick it up with your glove hand. That ball's laying there, guys. That's a no-no.
Here's Bell. A grounded to short, a single, and a fly to right. Just off the outside corner. Hey, so far, Brian O'Nora's had himself a solid ball game behind the plate.
I think he's been great. I think he's been real good. Ow.
It's foul back. And outside of that one pitch, he has been in fine spirits tonight. That one pitch got it right in the wrong spot if you're just joining us.
Oh, man. I'm sure that'll make a lot of highlight reels and some news tonight.
The 1-1. Close, didn't get that one. A little bit low.
Wasn't it in Houston last year? I'll get to this in a second. Oh, boy.
2-2.
Remember the ball got stuck in the umpire's shirt last year?
Shirt pocket. I think it was in Pittsburgh, wasn't
I
it?
thought it was in
It
Houston.
could have been in Houston. Could have been. I'm not sure.
Everybody's looking for the ball. The umpire's got it in his shirt pocket.
Yeah. Never seen that. Only time I've ever seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Bell fights that one off over into the Sox dugout. So the count hangs at 2-2. Want a fastball up, get it up there. The two-hopper to Caruso. Over to Big Frank, 2 gone.
If you order the Big New Yorker or any medium or large pizza from Pizza Hut, you'll receive a voucher good for a free ticket to a White Sox home game. Eat a pizza, catch a White Sox game. Visit your local Pizza Hut for details. Last one, Big Bob.
Here's Carl Everett. 1 for 3. That one hit left the premises. He hit a screaming Mimi out of here to left center field. When he hit it, you knew he hit it solid, but it did not appear it was going to carry out of here, and it just did not come down. And if you missed it, on the outer part of the plate, you see how close Everett is to the plate. Well, that's just a rocket.
Yeah. And anything outer half is wheelhouse for this guy. He gets it out there a little bit more. He can hook that pitch.
So the 28-year-old center fielder fouls that fastball away.
Jamie's still bringing it. He's throwing as hard now as he was at the beginning. 94, 95.
Upstairs. Could not get on top of that one.
124 pitches, 8 hits. 3 strikeouts, just 1 walk. So he has minimized the chances of the stolen base from Houston tonight. Get in there.
He did. And a good job by Everett to fight it off.
Well, if you're going to throw this guy a fastball, it better be in.
Or up.
Yeah, way up.
He's got that Mickey Tuttle in strike zone. Down and away is his wheelhouse.
Yeah. Or that slider down and in is going to be real tough for him to get to.
With the exception of 1 or 2 guys in this lineup, everybody goes out there is cutting and slashing.
Yeah, they're very aggressive.
Spires will got a little more patience up there.
Yeah.
Biggio, Bagwell, Bell, Everett. Yes, he's gone. 1, 2, 3 inning, a big inning for Navarro. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-3 White Sox.
Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low you have the freedom to go places. And by your friendly Chicago area Dodge dealers. Test drive the future at your local Dodge dealer today.
We are into the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-6-0 for the Sox. 3-8-0 for the Astros. It'll be the top of the order for the good guys. Durham, Caruso, and Thomas. 31-year-old right-hander Shane Reynolds. Ray 0 for 3. Popped to second. Fielder's choice and a base hit on his 4th at bat. So great speed aboard. The leadoff man aboard. Vern Rule, Matt Galante, Larry Durker. We got some action down there in that pen, but Larry Durker, probably among all major league managers, will give his starters a chance to win or lose a ball game. And why, you might say? Because he was a starting pitcher and a dadgum good one. Russo fakes a bunt, takes a strike.
Well, he's got both those guys breathing down his neck. They're trying to take that bunt away from him. I'd love to see the Butcher Boy right here pull it back and take a whack at it.
Well,
it's a ground ball. He's got a great chance to get a hit.
We haven't seen a more aggressive first baseman than Bagwell. He is super aggressive over there. Here he comes. Pitch high and away. He can't leave as quickly as he'd like to because of the speed of Durham.
Right, because if he leaves real early, Ray takes off and he'll steal it. He can walk home. Walk to second.
They tell us that Bagwell has caught pop-ups on attempted bunts on the third base side.
Yeah.
Of the foul line. Third base foul line.
See a little hit and run.
Well, obviously that's not with a runner with the speed of a base stealer. Had to be somebody a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Like Big Bob, Wimpy, Duke, Jinx,
Joe Steffen. It's like that. Full figure.
long set.
Yeah.
There goes Ray. There's a throw. It's high and not in time. He started to come up with that right pump. But Ray picks up his 7th stolen base.
Yeah, that was a high splitter. Up out of the zone is Ray. Checks to see if Mike's made contact. He does not. And there you see the high throw. And he just did get that foot in. Woo!
Watch Jim McKean right here with the right arm. He started to.
He's falling over.
So now Gutierrez hanging out around second as a count 1-2 to Caruso. Get him over, Mike. Can't do it, and that's out number 1.
It is the splitter. Boy, this one goes down and away.
And a lot off of it.
Yeah.
So the skipper, Larry Durker. So this will be one time that he's not going to stay with that starter in a situation. He's going to go to the pen. Shane Reynolds pitched well, made a couple of mistakes. Sox jumped on him. They capitalized on a couple of bad pitches. He'll depart, and we'll be back. Jamie Navarro has pitched himself quite a ball game. Going 8 innings, giving up 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. There he just rings up Bagwell. Now watch his shin burger right here off his right shin. Tony Eusebio. Bagwell going again on a high heater. As he strikes out Carl Everett. That was to end the top of the 8th. So he has done himself proud, and a pitching change for Houston.
Jay Powell comes out to work. Right-hander in 20 games, 3-1, a save, .437 earned run average. Powell is just 27 years old. He's given up 27 hits in 22 2/3. 22 strikeouts with 12 walks. So this Houston bullpen, the starters pitch a lot of innings. They are very efficient. Last year, he split time between Florida, where he was 4-4, with a .421 earned run average, and Houston 3-3 with a .238. So he has done a real nice job, averaging a strikeout an inning in his time with the Astros. There's Shane Reynolds. Pitched a good ball game, but he made a couple mistakes, and he paid for it. The 2-run homer by Mags Ordonez, the big blow in this game, coming in the 6th inning. Got a fastball up and over the middle of the plate, and he creamed it.
Yeah, he pitched a little better than those numbers are going to indicate. So here's Big Frank. He is 2 for 3, 2 doubles. He has scored twice and extended his hitting streak to 15. Outfield just slightly to the right. Gutierrez hanging out around Ray Durham at second. As that fastball up high.
That's good. Big run out there at second base.
That's inside and the count 2-0. There certainly has been a ton of conversation about the lack of home run production coming from the Big Hurt. 5 homers in this, the 55th game for the Sox.
Yeah. You hear a lot of that in the
What is your definitive opinion on why, Wimpy?
Well, I think Frank takes too many swings where he's pulling off the baseball and not making that contact out front. And when he was younger and he stayed down throughout the swing, he was making more consistent contact out front. He could hit the ball out of any part of the ballpark. Get up.
That's way back. Hidalgo now right on front of the track. Makes the catch. Durham tags. He's on his way to third. He is safe. Well, Hidalgo can run. He can throw. He can hit. I think Ray thought that Frank got that one.
I think Frank got that a little on the trademark. He looked like he had a good swing at it, though. That was the key. He got it out front, just on the not real good part of the bat. To the warning track. Yeah, that Hidalgo can do a lot of good things. Man. Whew.
So 2 out, and here's Mags Ordonez. Mags, 1 for 3. A 2-run homer and another RBI.
Now Frank, getting back to what we said about Frank, when Frank was younger, he hit from a crouch. When he first came up here, he was down in that crouch throughout his swing, and when he made contact, that back foot was almost all the time completely off the ground. That meant he got it out front.
That pitch taken down low. Knock him in, Mags. Off the end of the bat, the slider. Gutierrez has got it. Over to Bagwell. That'll retire the side. Nothing across. We'll go to the top of the 9th inning. It's 4-3. Good guys. Top of the 9th inning, 4-3 White Sox. And right now let's check out our Advanced Auto Parts player of the game. There he is, the 31-year-old right-hander Jamie Navarro, who has really been pitching well. 8 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, our Advanced Auto Parts Player of the Game. A couple of defensive changes now for the Sox. Moving into left field for Carlos Lee, it'll be Darren Jackson. And of course, the biggest defensive change right now, taking over for Navarro, it'll be Bobby Howry.
It is Bobby in 23 games, 0-1, 9 saves, a 4.84 earned run average. 22 hits in 22 and a third innings, 31 strikeouts to go with 14 walks. And that was a big inning for Jamie in the 8th. He got the 3, 4, and 5 guys, 1, 2, 3. So hopefully Bobby Howry won't have to deal with that top of the lineup. They won't turn it over here in the 9th inning. They got to get something going to get to Biggio again.
It'll be Hidalgo, Ward, and Eusebio. Richard Hidalgo, 1 for 3, a double. He also has scored a run. "11 homers, 32 knocked in" for the 23-year-old Venezuelan outfielder. First pitch into center field. Chris Singleton. 1 pitch, 1 out. Hidalgo looking first ball fastball off Howry. Got it. He just couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, we got that one in 96.
That's the reason you couldn't do anything with it.
That's right.
It's funny if it had been 93, maybe even 94. It'd been a different story.
Maybe. Oh, here's a guy that, well, you got to really pump up until he shows you that he can hit a fastball. Darryl Ward.
He's 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI double. Takes first pitch strike. There's a base hit right back to the middle.
Oh, there it is. That pitch was down again and out over the plate. This Houston team has showed us they can handle everything on the outer half of the plate, and especially down. See this ball tailing away? Well, that's wheelhouse for all these Houston hitters.
It's wheelhouse for a lot of guys.
Yeah. That pitch track showed it was right on the outside corner.
So a pinch runner for Ward. And here's Tony Eusebio, the catcher. He's 0 for 3. Takes first pitch strike. Glenn Barker, the pinch runner, he had a good lead over there. Good play by Big Frank. Barker has only been in 21 ball games. He's only had 15 plate appearances, but he has 7 stolen bases in 10 attempts.
Uh-oh. Herb Washington.
Well, he's got a lead. That is what you call a big lead. Long set. He does not go. That pitch low and away. And the count evens at 1.
There's our boy Lima. That is the Shark Rally cap, I believe.
On the outside corner. Woo. Hard slider. And the count 1-2. Outfield is deep. Very deep. Especially Singleton in center. Another big lead by he fakes, does not go as he's gone. He'll grab some bench, and that is out number 2.
Hard slider by Bobby Howry at 90 miles an hour. Look at this late movement. Oh, that's going to get a lot of guys. Whew, that's nasty. Jamie, all right.
This is the man you want. Ricky Gutierrez. Biggio, the on-deck hitter. You don't want Biggio up that plate.
No.
The tying run in scoring position. Gutierrez is grounded to second. He is grounded to third. He is grounded to short. Barker, another big lead. Takes off. They had to pitch out to throw. It's low. So Barker picks up his 8th stolen base. I'll tell you, that's a gutsy call on the first pitch.
Yeah, it looked like Fordyce had a little bit of trouble getting it out of his glove.
That is a gutsy call by Larry Dierker on the first pitch. So Sox read his mail, got the pitch out, still couldn't do anything with him. And here's the 1-0 to Gutierrez. 2-0. At one time, you could not shoot a 30-30 by Ricky Gutierrez. He was a tremendous fastball hitter. As that fastball fouled away right side. Nice catch by one of the fans. So the count 2-1. There's the National League leader in victories, Jose Lima. Picked up his 10th victory of the season last night. Great changeup.
Yes.
There goes Barker. The throw. They got him. Yes. Woo! Beautiful throw by Brooke Fordyce on a. I don't know. With 2 out? I don't think so. Meanwhile, we'll take it as the Sox even up this series. And a game apiece, they win it 4-3.
Boy, this is a heck of a way to win a ball game or lose a ball game for that matter. Barker, nobody hang out at second base. And as you can see, look at that throw is right on the money. A perfect job by Fordyce. Good tag by Norton. And that is the game ender. Thank you.
Well, this was just a game tonight of good defense, some clutch hitting. Shane Reynolds really pitched well for the Astros. Made a couple of mistakes, especially one to Big Frank and one to Max Ordonez. But Jamie Navarro was better.
Oh, Jamie was brilliant tonight. I'll tell you what, he has got a lot to build on. He's won 3 in a row now, Hawk. And beating one of the better teams in all of baseball in the Houston Astros after they thumped the Sox last night, 8-2, racking out 17 hits. So Jamie was in great form tonight, and he certainly deserved this win. And there's the homer by Maggs. He got first pitch fastball from Reynolds and drilled it out of here. Almost to our Sterling, the official toilet of the White Sox sign.
All right, so Jamie Navarro picks up the victory. He is now 5-4. Reynolds takes the loss. He is 7-6. And a reminder, be sure and join us tomorrow when the Sox host the Astros from Comiskey Park. Game time is at 7 with a game room at 6:30. And coming up next, it'll be Fox Sports News. So for my partner, the Whimperoo, Tom Pachurik, our producer, Ron Storto, our director, Jim Angio, this is the Hawk. So long, everybody. You have been watching Chicago White Sox baseball on Fox Sports Net Chicago.